Welcome to session 32 of Spelljammer.
Whoop! Hey!
Who has a recap for me?
I don't. I was very busy.
So, Dr. Idol Amantis James's supplementary log on a date which Joe will presumably work out at some point in the future.
Thanks, Future Joe.
Yes. What a G. Anyhow, we began in the tavern on the Rock of Baal, and we had just Smashed and Elves had walked in. Rune yelled a loud expletive at them, then jumped under the underbelly of Large Luigi and attempted to throw knives. We got ejected from the pub, some of us more successfully than others. Large Luigi, by the way, one of the other creatures that is multiverse aware.
Ah.
Yeah, in the greater Spelljammer universe. Or at least knows of the existence of beings who sit round tables. There's a whole book on beholders. I'd actually quite recommend it. Regardless, we killed them with really little effort. I mean, that Zaren's ass is catharsis. Then we spoke to a captain, Captain Crux, and who owns a ship called the Second Wind, piloted by an awakened tree called Starbow. We spoke to the captain who had previously engaged the ship, but discovered upon some investigation of her motivations that she probably was bluffing about how much financial reparation was required there. Then we have been given coordinates to the old cartographer. Crux is going to be taking us there.
Correct.
I can't recall what else we did.
We didn't do anything, but the Ori was...
I had a
Lovely
conversation with
conversation.
Zaren's ass, yes. In which Ido and she finally came to see more eye to eye.
Yes.
Where she took the wild space orrery that Vaxus had purchased, placed some probe pieces into it, and now we can use the wild space orrery not only to find locations within the wild space system we exist in, but also coronafor locations within those wild space systems.
Correct.
So we can see the astrolabe in the system we're in.
No, the prophecy.
The prophecy. I do beg your pardon. Yes, the astrolabe is. So there's the astrolabe workshop, containment,
watchtower, and
the other one.
no, that's it. Astrolabe, prophecy, workshop,
Containment,
watchtower.
watchtower. Okay, perfect. Yes, lovely. Yes, because they're fine. So we now have the ability, should we wish to travel to the prophecy, which is within our own wild space system and relatively close. Also, we have the ability to go to speak to the cartographer who can give us a map to enable us to locate how to get to the Araxis system.
You are currently heading towards a place called Doom Space.
Doom Space,
which is where Zaren has said you will recruit an armada to sort of help you out.
Doom Space has a rip in, or possibly a tear in reality. A rip or tear?
Does,
Doom, rip, tear, something like that.
It is. I will show you the map for you.
Rip and tear.
Rip and tear.
Until it's done.
Ah, jolly good. Yes, marvellous. System 19. That's a prime number. My favourite. It actually is my favourite prime number. It's the highest one under 20, so the highest one you can achieve on a 20-sided dice.
Is that a black hole at its center?
It's something.
It's a hole.
It's a rip/tear.
Oh, no.
It actually was. I was just doing a bit.
It is both. And a hole.
Lovely.
And a gap. And every other... A lot of words for...
Orifice.
Yeah, we have a lot of words for voids in things. Void.
It's a space butthole.
That's lowering the tone a little.
Yeah.
Okay, fascinating.
Fact about buttholes.
No, fascinating fact about an astrophysics theory.
Oh yes.
Is that our universe is contained entirely within a black hole.
Really glad you. That was a particular second to last syllable.
Well, no, never mind.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So we're on our way here. We haven't gotten here yet.
So basically you're going to the cartographer to figure out how to get there.
Oh, how to get
to
there.
here.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So we're on our way to the cartographer.
This is not the Erex system with the moth ship and the
Correct.
sun. This is the
That is System 1.
perfect.
So we're on our way to
That
go
is-
here because
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yes. And that's the dying or possibly hungry sun or whatever it was.
Hungry sun or some
Yeah,
kind of.
because
The one that they keep having to shovel other realities,
Yes.
other solar systems into.
Because
Yes.
we can go to System 1 anytime we want, but it would be a suicide mission, and even if it wasn't, we'd just end up looping round again.
That is not true because you do not have a waystone to get you there. Zeren told you she could not, and she produced, rather than a waystone to take you there, she produced a blank one. She cannot.
No, we
Yes.
need to get the cartographer to inscribe the destination in this
Yeah,
blank
she is
waystone.
magically restricted from getting you to either of these two systems because it is against the will of the Chronifer system.
Jolly good. I we picked up a spell of create spell jamming hell. I had a wonderful idea that turned out not to be able to bear fruit because the item and the spell say two slightly different things. Because per the words of one, you could turn Ido's flying wheelchair into a spell jamming ship. And per the terms of the other, it has to weigh at least 1 ton.
Ah.
And I was very disappointed.
Wait, it has to weigh at least 1
At
ton?
least 1 ton.
But that,
Magic or Imperial?
how? What's the cap?
It is any vessel that can travel by air, land, or water, and it has to weigh
1 ton.
at least 1 ton. Those are the restrictions.
Could you just add weights to it?
Yeah?
Vaxis, hold this a second.
That's broad enough to be dangerous.
Isn't it? I thought I'd raise it. Right. So, how
how you can
long
break it
would
down.
it would take us to travel to System 19?
You don't know. You've not got the... Again, you
So,
got
that's not the question I asked. Sorry,
How long does it
cartographer. Cartographer.
one more day.
One more day.
Well, to be fair, the morning of, in fact.
One day more.
Yes.
I will.
Is it, so basically, we have just had the conversation with Zaren. That was kind of where we ended it. Is there anything you'd like to do
I
after
think.
the...
I'm going to tell these guys immediately.
I
I'm
think.
going to summon the war council into the cabin or something. Chaps, got a bit of a revelation here. Sorry to interrupt.
It's
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's fine. Oh,
One last thing, that was also the conversation where you got the bracelet and the memory thingies.
Yeah.
Everyone comes
I
down from
was
the tree.
just up there on the deck planking.
Everyone comes down from the tree. Hello. Yes. What the thing do you want?
That's
It's your,
different.
it's your wild space already.
Yes,
Zaren
I
has
know.
modified it.
Oh.
Oh, to point to wherever you need.
There.
Okay,
That's
was
right
it a good
there.
modification?
Apparently so. This one
Okay.
is the prophecy, the celestial station.
Oh, that is a good modification.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we can go cause problems for people now.
I mean, I do like property damage.
Yes.
Do we want to blow it up?
I don't want to blow it up necessarily, but I do want to have a little bit of therapeutic violence.
Yes. I rather wonder, once we do get to System 1, whether we might be relying on the goodwill of the Coronavirus station somewhat.
We do need a plan, not just to stop the destruction of our system, but to stop the loop.
Yes.
The loop is caused by the creature inside the hull that they made.
No,
Partially.
But partially, okay.
I thought it was caused when we trigger the wave, which saves our universe, assuming we pick our universe to save.
Stopping the other their original
They are
spaceship.
resetting the timer on the doubt breaking out of the confinement by having the wave happen.
Yeah, the wave seems
Is
to.
that correct? Yeah.
And yeah, so the original probe arrives from whatever place it's come from
System Prime.
System Prime. The prophecy transmits, no, not prophecy.
Astrolabe.
Astrolabe transmits a whole bunch of data to that probe, and that probe is flung back in time by the wave.
Then
So if we were to interrupt that signal or destroy the astrolabe, or prevent it from being able to transmit before that probe arrives, that would break the loop.
that would
no,
just,
no,
but that
it
would just
wouldn't.
mean that there would be a rampaging. Like eventually, whatever is in
God
that
killer.
hole would come out of the hole.
No, yeah, no, I'm not saying that's the ideal solution. I'm just saying that is a way to break the loop, and we could potentially use that.
We make it so that
No,
the-
We have that as a thing that is. It is a possible eventual reality of the knowledge.
At the moment, it's the only way I can think of to break the loop, prevent that transmission.
Are we to
No,
understand?
Because the probe will still go back in time, but it won't have the knowledge of the previous iterations.
Yeah,
But
then the next
that would
one
then
will-
just mean it starts from the beginning.
Yeah,
Yes, the
because-
whole.
But it would also
There'd
still
be one
have,
meta iteration has occurred.
But it would be acting as if it was the first one, but then it would have a whole lot of the build
Etheric
up.
radiation.
Yes, so it would be in a much worse situation.
Are we to
Fairly
understand that
immediately.
if the doubt were dealt with, that the coronavirus probes and sites, satellites, etc., stations would not wish, would have no need to cause the wave because they are eternal. They are not going anywhere. They're not. The original station has lasted this long
I guess they would fall
and is
back
not
on
reset.
whatever original objective they had.
to locate System Prime.
But that might not be the original objective because they only stopped because the wave stopped them. If the wave doesn't happen, then presumably
Is-
they just carry on.
but the chronifer things aren't causing the time reset. They're taking advantage of
They're
it.
taking advantage of the time. Yes,
They're
absolutely.
riding the wave back, and if we don't trigger the wave, then they manually trigger it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we would need to stop them from manually triggering it.
We need
and
to
then
stop
trigger
them from
ourselves.
needing to. We need to stop the thing that is requiring them to need to do it,
And the thing that's
which is the
needing-
containment.
Yes.
Oh yeah, if we make them not want to do it, that's one way.
Yes, but presumably we trigger the wave.
We triggered the wave in the early iterations on that because we were supposed to. Because it
In
was
the first 7 or so.
yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
well, presumably because it was a way to save our system. So if we're not going to trigger it and we want to save the system, we will need another way to defeat these creatures, or at least
We
stop
need to
them from
defeat two things. We need to stop the doubt itself, or make it so that it doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do, whatever that is. And then we need to destroy whatever's trying to siphon energy off of every other system in the universe.
But we can't do one before the other because if we. It's just something of a tall order to go and have a nice tea with the doubt and convince it not to go all
I think I've spoken to it before.
apex predator.
But
But that's rather tall to do in the next, 7...
7 days-ish.
Check my watch, whatever that is.
5.5 days.
Oh, wow.
Zerenzaf,
Hi!
if
Fucking
You're way too cheery for any time at any point.
Oh. Apologies.
if we were to somehow stop the doubt,
customer service smiling.
we'd
How would you do that?
we haven't quite got that far yet.
Okay.
But if we were to stop the doubt, would that then stop the compulsion of your creators to trigger a new wave?
I mean, it depends how you stop him.
If it could be assured that the doubt would not seek to continue its destructive ends towards coronavirus and reality, etc., 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 there would be no need for the wave.
Correct.
So that was, and then coronavirus could go back to its prime objective, whatever that may be, including but not limited to locating System Prime. Yes.
Remind me, is the doubt created each time?
No.
The doubt is one of the persistent beings.
So
Like
it's
all
not
the
just a
gods.
case of sending a message back saying don't create this creature.
Like all the gods that are created from
Well,
my derivation.
If we could send a message back to before that point, but that would require an entirely different wave, presumably.
Yeah, that would be a
Are
whole
you
different
trying to
mechanic.
Well,
Go back even further.
the informational transfer happens because the wave created by the destruction of either our system or System 1 goes to a fixed point, the same point in space-time.
No, it's just the amount of energy you pump into it, and in this case, it's the energy of a sun.
Okay, so if we could pump a different amount of energy, we could send a message back further.
Sure.
To say, don't create the doubt.
Presumably.
But
Have we
it's-
tried this before?
But it's already been created and is a constant.
Yeah, it's
exists
not tied
between
to
them.
this time.
Does
to
it
the timeline.
does it exist from a point forward or a point forward and backward retroactively now?
You can't unring that bell. It's the whole of the
Because-
universe is there.
Because
unless we could find some way of contacting whatever the narrative structure of this reality is and get that to delete a page of notes.
because as far
Just
as
spitballing here.
because we can't undo its creation, but what has been done is at the beginning of every loop, a prison is created to contain it.
Yes. Who told you that?
I thought you did.
Out of character, it was when you were contacting the CS1 AI using the bracelets back in the old days.
This Celestial Station 1, so the...
It was the thing you did after taking drugs.
That's why it's a haze.
Yeah.
Well, which one have we spoken to it before that?
This was when we used the bracelets when Rune was reaching out.
We were flatlining you.
And desperate. No. That was after that because she ended up not flatlining herself because
You pretended to frontline
You
yourself.
feigned death.
Feigned death, which was
And had to listen to Ino making
which
awkward
essentially-
conversation for an hour.
Yeah. Just saying
If
just a
anything,
nice
it's way
rest
worse than
for a
death.
bit. Yeah, it's like I can't move. He's talking to this priest. He's not even trying to flirt with
White
her.
noise.
It's just
It
a name.
anybody.
Yeah. So and then we spoke to in the same way that she was speaking to Istis. She was speaking to kind of like everyone. She was reaching out to like various people.
And you suspect you have spoken to this being before?
That once on a beach, I think. It came as a man.
That beach?
That one, yes.
Was he friendly?
Not unfriendly.
What was his aspect?
Darkness.
What was it?
He was hazy. He was hard to see.
Why was he speaking to you?
It was a dream. It was hard to tell. Istis was there as well, but in the three-faced form, difficult to.
Didn't request anything from you?
I don't think so. No, didn't want anything.
Is this in contact with the doubt?
No, she wasn't aware of him.
But Istis wasn't aware of the doubt being in the dream at all.
I don't think so. No. Not in any aspect or form thereof. I don't think that Istis is. If for a goddess, she seems rather limited in her scope.
Is the doubt the source of the etheric radiation?
No,
Not
it's when
directly.
they trigger the wave.
But they might use the doubt to trigger the wave.
Oh,
Well, no, the wave was triggered before the doubt existed.
But there was no etheric radiation.
yeah,
from that.
it's when we fail and they
That's-
have to manually trigger the wave.
That's when the radiation
The
buildup occurs.
process they use, I can't remember the word they describe, but it's inefficient.
Why don't we
or-
ask?
Yes.
Do they use the doubt to trigger the wave?
Dunno.
You don't know.
There are some stations that I want nothing to do with.
One of them being the one with the giant god-eating
I had
monster
to
in it.
As a being of a godlike entity, I don't want to know or even go to the one that has the ability to kill or confine or restrict what the fuck I can do.
Like a candy floss golem not wanting much to do with the water god.
That's fair.
That's a good analogy. Well done.
Why do you take all
Just gone as
apart
anything,
the-
but I'll take it.
Why do you take apart the probes the way you do? It's very
Serial
Fisher?
killer?
no. See, efficient would be
Methodical?
That's
Methodical's
closer.
better.
Methodical's closer. It's very unusual.
Well, presumably that's the manufacturer's guide on how
Yeah.
to dismantle
All pieces in its proper place. How else would I do it?
Put them in a big pile.
Yeah.
I know why you like it that way, and I understand. I just was trying to understand if there was some kind of compulsion to make it so that they all had to be neatly arranged like this. If I move one of these, is it going to upset you? Oh, it is. That's good.
Is it upsetting to you in the same way it's upsetting to me, or is it upsetting to you because this is right harebrained theory? And I'll be so happy if this is true. Is this like the way these are arrayed out? Is it like a message or writing or something?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
It's just like when an engineer takes apart something, is putting everything down.
Exactly.
It's like a surgeon laying out their tools.
Ah, right. That's fair enough. It's the same thing as like you don't want to get your socks wet.
You wouldn't put a number 4 scaffold next to the number 3.
How else would I put it back together afterwards?
Do you want to put it back together afterwards?
Sometimes.
I've already taken it apart now, and you've got some of the bits over there. So.
And the system, the immortal thing that's in our system.
That's interesting. How would you know about that?
Does
sorry,
you know about that? Like that's a mic? Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry. I get these headaches sometimes.
Interesting that she knows about it though. So cool. Interesting. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a me.
Out of character.
That was this rich being speaking through her briefly.
Yeah.
Zaren Zas gets these headaches too sometimes.
Yeah.
Assuming direct control.
The chronofestation that's in our system. What does that one do?
It's the prophecy.
The prophecy, yeah.
Deals
It's
with
the one that gives us the bracelets and puts us on our path, right?
the one that stores knowledge of the
Yeah, it
previous
stores knowledge,
iterations and
figures
can
out.
nudge things.
Yeah.
So would be responsible for the probes. That's that one.
Like if
Responsible for the information side of
Yeah,
the probes
and-
rather
and-
than the manufacturing of them.
tracks the way etheric radiation has manipulated events in this particular iteration, and will send out probes to ensure key events still happen.
When you say
so-
the etheric radiation has manipulated, has affected, or
Affected,
is the
yeah.
etheric radiation has agency?
and there's no no.
It's an error checker for the discrepancies caused.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
okay,
Yes.
But presumably it would also know about the doubt then and how it gets its power. Because
Would it have?
because a god draws power from belief.
Have we ever spoken to the doubt? Or would the prophecy know?
But obviously you would know. You certainly haven't.
As far as you're aware.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
And
How long would it take us to get to
yes, that's a more.
the prophecy?
About 4 days.
Ooh. It's cutting it fine.
No, because that's to the prophecy, not back, and we need to hit somewhere else as well.
Yeah.
So we can't, even though it's in the same star system as us.
So remember,
That
it
is-
took you 10 days to get to the edge of the solar system last time.
Thing is, it's faster to go to other systems because is that right?
Effectively, you have to get there by traditional.
We have to go
sailing.
sublight engines.
Yeah. Whereas the waystones act like a
This is some
teleportation.
fucking Stargate Atlantis shit, and I'm so here for it.
I was
Yeah.
actually,
If we could-
my reference was Mass
So
Effect.
how-
You can jump immediately to the other relays, but then you have to travel
Yeah,
from those
manually.
relays.
And how long have we got?
5.5
5.5
days.
5.5 days.
So it would be a case of cartography will take us 1, going to the prophecy will take us 4, and then instantaneous for the.
Well, that'll get you to Doom Space. It won't get you to System 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think we have time.
I
to
think
go
I
do
don't know
prophecy.
if we don't have time or we somehow have exactly enough time. It could be either of those currently. But we definitely need to go to the cartographer anyway.
Can the prophecy's path be manipulated?
Could we bring the prophecy to us?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
It's probably not faster than us, anyways. It's slower.
Oh, yeah,
we might
because
be able
But
to move
didn't it
closer.
teleport
It did
the
teleport.
whole ass way across the system?
Did it teleport? Or
Yeah, because
When we tried to ram it with a ship.
Because it can use the waystone.
If we say really nicely,
To what end?
I would like to ask it about the doubt.
Oh.
For one.
Okay, I have an idea. Zeren Zas, please tell me if this is possible.
Of course.
Is it possible to digitize our own consciousnesses and send that back with the probe information, and then get our minds uploaded into our bodies in the next iteration, so that we can get the information we need. Let this whole thing blow up, and then next iteration we carry on.
Oh, I thought you were asking something complicated. Yes, you can do that easily.
Have we done that before?
No, you can do it.
You understand you would be killing your next iteration, right? You would kill them. The person that you would be downloading into, you would kill them.
I'm aware. I don't like it. It's just
Okay.
I just wanted to think of the options.
That is doing what they did to all of us in multiple ways.
Yeah, it's not good. It is a way forward.
No, it's unacceptable.
Okay. I withdraw the suggestion.
You are aware if you stop the iterations from happening, there's not going to be any more iterations, in which case there's not going to be any more... You're killing...
I don't even know... At the moment, I don't even know anything about who or what I am anymore, and what the first version of me versus the whatever number I am at this point. They're different people, and I'm not killing an innocent person just to make my life a little easier.
Because it's just good for me to know.
It is the title of the Discord channel. 493,653.
There's so much difference between that version, the very first version 1, and me. Version 1 had a family, or something. Version this had a completely different family. They're different people. It's not fair to just kill
Did they
them.
have a completely different family?
This version, yes. From what I understand, this version is so wildly different. Vaxis apparently had a happy family and pulled the sword out perfectly fine.
On the first iteration.
And then in this iteration, he didn't.
But most of the iterations he didn't. Once the etheric radiation was introduced,
The etheric radiation was introduced before the doubt was created, wasn't it?
No.
No.
The doubt is...
The wave.
You only know that the iteration 1, which is the vision it showed you, was the first iteration. You don't know at what point it stopped being that way.
The wave. It takes a tremendous amount of energy to send all those 20,000 years of...
Iteration 1 is the... What is Iteration 1 Ido?
I was dead.
Oh.
They had to create me because a meteorite hit my planet. And...
So Iteration 1 Ido doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist because Uth was struck by an... Am I remembering that right?
You don't know whether it was iteration 1 that happened, but you do know that because you asked this iteration what did it do.
Yeah.
And so you know in this iteration it prevented an asteroid from hitting
But that could have been a result of etheric radiation in the first place. As in,
Oh,
the
yeah.
asteroid was only going to hit you because of the etheric radiation that they caused.
Well, how would they have known to save you if you'd
Because-
never done it in the first place?
Can I make a really wild swing?
I love wild swings.
I both love and hate this, but
okay.
okay. Taking all of that information, 20,000 years, and not just all the information from one iteration, all the information from previous iterations, takes an incalculably vast amount of energy. The wave, it takes
The wave itself, yeah.
But to do a much smaller amount of energy, could that a much smaller amount of information, could that be achieved with a lesser
Oh, I see.
amount of energy? Am I smart enough, once we've stopped this, to find a way to produce the right amount of energy at the right time to make this appear? Does anything happen?
That would have been a remarkable thing.
That either means it's not possible,
Or I'm dead.
or you're dead, or not smart enough.
Oh,
We've not done it yet.
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
so
you
when
got
you do
your
that next
calculations
iteration, assuming that there is a next iteration, then it'll work.
I don't know.
But
Roll me a D100.
I did roll a D100 on these dice in my rolls earlier. You
lucky.
Not even your dice.
I'm talking about the concept of probability rolling.
Oh, okay. No, that totally owes you.
I've got a number you need to beat. What's the number?
I got 89.
Ooh.
I thought it was 99 for a second and I was really excited.
I got 91 on my roll.
Oh.
But I'm obviously not doing anything.
I'm gonna roll a d100 to see what I get.
Sure.
I really hope you get 91 because that's what I
Yeah.
rolled.
I'm rooting for you.
40.
97.
Oh.
That tracks for Ruin though.
And right where you pointed, a probe appears.
Just like not at the exact second. I think you got your calculation slightly wrong.
What if you got your calculation?
But
Man, we're good.
what are you going to do?
I don't know. But I suspect I will have to spend the rest of my life finding out.
Well, you'll need to know at some point so that you know what to do.
Let's find out what I'm going to do.
Well, it's a complete coincidence. Who knows?
I thought fate was confusing.
Let's have a look at the probe.
Oh, I had a further thought about digitizing our consciousness and sending it back. Rather than rewriting over us, what if we got it to make us bodies and then upload our consciousness into those?
Duplicates.
Yeah,
How do you know that's not what she is?
And it probably is what she is.
because she's more annoying than any of us.
Not me.
No,
Is
no,
that
no.
one of you?
You could be. After
No.
how many
I mean, they are all
generations?
colourful-haired.
How many of you are there? Versions of the thing.
Also,
that
they
you
are literally you, because it required
They
you
are
to make
literally-
them.
You are literally part of me. Or me, I am part of you. Whatever, which way around it goes. Only the
suppose-
gods are.
I
The
suppose
gods, I'm not.
You're like...
Oh, so the Krell agents are.
They are constructs using the god stuff that was surrounding the planet. Rune is needed to build gods.
Actual gods. Right,
God
okay.
gods.
Let's have a look at this probe, shall we?
By all means. As the one you pointed it out and summoned it, we'll go with that.
I'm going to be honest, if this was a coincidence, this is going to destroy me.
I mean, you'll be spending the rest of your life trying to find out if it was a coincidence of one way or the other.
Absolutely.
I need to preload a GIF just to...
That's why...
Is that I'm never going to financially
I-
recover from this?
I certainly hope it doesn't contain information about an extended warranty.
Just a bomb. Yeah, so the probe is opened in the same way as the others.
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh no.
I was about to post that on the wrong channel.
I guess is the discussion we're having is have we not prepared sufficiently, and you're suggesting that
Ahead of time. In the future, you.
we fail this loop to better prepare ourselves in the future in a way that somehow beats the other tens of thousands of iterations.
Okay, if we can get our consciousnesses beamed back and bodies built, immortal bodies maybe, then we have a lot more time to figure this out.
But the Corella agent, but this Corella agent isn't one of us. But there are other ones that could be one of us, and we've already tried this. And there's no way that she would know
I
this.
suppose we don't know who all of the wave bringers are.
True.
Krella could.
This could be...
Sorry,
Zeren could be from a different...
Because there are also things.
How many Krell agents are there? 8.
Because there are also things that.
That cannot be a coincidence.
Which one's the Ido one?
Which was the Vaxis one?
Have we seen multiple Krell agents in the flesh?
Only seen.
Classified.
We have
I-
sure seen one.
We know we've seen one, but we may well have seen many more.
What one do you know you've seen?
This one.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were alluding to someone else.
No,
Okay.
no.
Goon doesn't obviously know this, but me as a player, I think Jex has seen another one.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, he's had a
In
conversation.
backstory, or
No, there was a point he was having a conversation and he got to ask a couple of questions.
I'm going to be honest, if it's Cynthia, I'm going to
Oh!
fucking
No. But at the time, I wasn't sure if it was a Krella agent or something else. But it had the same bright hair.
Yeah. He spoke to a car agent.
So, yeah.
When was that up?
Real early on.
When you're on the prophecy.
Yeah.
Oh.
young and naive back then.
I mean, you're not one of us, but you could be one of the other agents. One of the other...
Are you related to... Would you know if you were related to any of the Waybringers? Even by designation?
I don't think so. Have a compulsion to help.
I guess my point is you're
That's more of a Jex thing, really.
your plan is to go back with additional information in the hopes that we do better next time, but
It's got to be a backup then.
that's literally what you guys have been doing to a point, but you've actively not told us some stuff, presumably because it will then change what we do.
And we've become less predictable and therefore less able to be influenced.
But the coronavirus agents themselves do not do well with sharing information, as we found out, and they don't trust mortal
The guy
creatures.
who coded this must have been paranoid as shit.
Maybe he was just working through some
My
shit.
directive is to get you to the total similarity bend, to get to the point where you make the choice. So I'm not here to speed it up, slow it down.
Yeah, but you're also really bored.
Oh, fucking yeah.
So, you'd rather see us break the whole system.
I can.
What do the other Krillin agents look like?
I've only met a few of them, but, you know, like me,
They
colourful
are
hair,
humanoid
sunny
colourful
disposition. Yeah.
Is, to your knowledge, the reset only used to contain the doubt, or are you also, or are your creators also using it to further their own development and other secret mission goals?
Would Sarah know this?
Originally, the reset served to help them just continue on their mission of exploring the system, giving them more opportunities to try the same things again and again. Once the doubt was created, that became the top priority, and they used their knowledge of the systems to try and contact System Prime.
So the first X iteration before the doubt, that was just, we can get 20,000 years of research now,
Yes.
rather than having to do it ourselves. We can just rely on our own previous selves' work.
And they made the mistake
So I
at some point.
I believe you know the first two primary objectives, which was compile a complete astral navigational map of the astral sea,
Yeah.
and the second was pierce the etheric barrier. I don't believe I've told you the third.
No, I don't think I have either.
What
is it?
No,
I thought we got the full list.
I thought one of them was to locate System Prime.
That's number 5,
Which
which only came about in iteration 2.
yeah. When they realized they were lost.
Well, they were lost because they realised what had caused it, which was the wave that came from the Total Singularity event.
They couldn't get home.
Yeah. What's in this probe, Rich?
Ryan, what's in this probe?
Okay. It is probably going to be the first thing, because the second thing, it's not a physical thing, it's a change to something. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be Vaxis' sunglasses. The same ones he's already wearing.
Or the ones that I made.
Yes.
That's... Huh. What?
The second you touch them, you believe they are your sunglasses.
I'll take those. I'll be immune to charm as well. What? Do you mind if I identify?
I mean, they just grant me the alert feed, in addition to the existing effects.
Fair.
The other option, I was going to have a modification to his back tattoo that gave the astral dreadnought sunglasses. Which, I'm going to say that happens as well.
Is there anything else on the probe, basically?
There is a number, and the number is 97.
97. Okay, that may or may not be relevant. I need to do some research. And the
Didn't mean to actually set that
probes
yet, but-
didn't have the
They didn't have the purpose on the probe. That was only in the
That was
station.
only in the station.
Zarin, would you mind dismantling this for me?
Why?
I want to see if I've written anything on it in a previous iteration.
That previous iteration. Sure.
A future iteration. In a previous future iteration.
You realise the implications is if there is something written on that means you'll fail in this one, right?
Yes.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to know that.
What happens if the message is from your future self and it says "Don't fail"?
Honestly, that would be super on brand.
Yes.
Don't fuck it up. Alright.
So,
Dographer.
yes.
Those serumy things you've got.
Those.
The glowy juicy things.
Yes.
Yes. Do you still have them?
Yes, I've got both of them.
Can I have my one?
Which one feels like yours?
That one feels like mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
Why do you want it?
Why wouldn't I want it? It's exciting.
That one.
I mean, did you take it?
Yeah, it's like putting it in your pocket, or
She
is
should
like,
put it in her pocket.
okay.
Yeah, but not into the thigh.
Not into that.
That's what I was saying. Oh
No, she.
And then this is the moment where Goon makes that awesome mistake also.
Or boom, going after her.
Oh God. What will this do to me? Do you know?
That will intermingle your DNA with the god that was used to create the syringe. The god surrounding Solaire.
Right.
The one from the Broken Planet.
Yes.
Yes.
So that already happens kind of in reverse when they make the new gods anyways. I've got a whole bunch of other things in there as well.
Is there an advantage or disadvantage to having part of a god inside of us?
I mean, you become more godlike, which is, get some powers, probably. I mean, what powers do you have? I mean, some of you have done it already.
Is this the first iteration where one of us has injected ourselves, to your knowledge, with one of these?
Oh, it has to be, because if it's not, then you would have started this iteration with those powers. The being is a...
This persists.
This persists.
Which means this would change things.
Yes,
I'd like
irrevocably.
Fuck it. Yeah.
I'll also do it then.
I was like, but I didn't give it to you!
I'm just like... I've just handed a syringe full of saline to Vaxus, who doesn't feel left out.
I'm also...
Go in after that.
I've learned, okay?
I'm going to base mine on a story that I've heard about adrenaline injectors, where someone made the mistake of thinking it was a plunger that they pushed out.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, you had the thumb on the cap.
Yeah. Kadunk. Oh no. Well, guess I'm going.
I'm gonna sit down.
As you did it first, are you picking Blink or Banishment?
God. Really good. Banishment.
Banishment? Okay,
Yeah.
that means you'll get Blink when
Okay.
that thing happens. Nothing happens, con save.
Oh no. Yes.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save, okay.
This is getting so high concept that my head hurts a bit.
20.
Joe.
Not
Okay.
natural.
Cool. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Was that to resist banishment, I wonder?
That would be charisma.
Charisma.
Everything's fine. I probably got too much juice running through me.
I'll make a medicine check on do the full complement.
I will remind you that it didn't happen immediately for these two either.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, it happened at the
Yeah,
beginning of the next set.
I passed out, yeah.
Interesting.
Vaxus was absolutely fine until bad things started happening.
Yeah.
I feel fine.
Godlike?
Try to bring the daggers out.
Yeah, all good.
Your strings all working?
All stringy, yeah, there's still things. Spider. You still there, Spider?
It's a bit sluggish.
It's turned into a slug.
That's bad.
Are you still at the moment still looking at the chart? Yeah.
Do I gain blink immediately? No. Or no, not yet. Cool, perfect. And does that allow teleportation? Is that
No, blink is the one that lets you.
You enter the astral plane randomly.
Ethereal plane.
Ethereal plane at the end of your turn randomly, which basically means that you can't be targeted by attacks.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. I figured it would be
50%
better
of the
for me
time.
to have the banishment, you to have the bit, because then you would get the defensive ability, and you're more likely to need it than Rune, who's way far back from most of these fights.
Yeah, blink is a good one for someone up in melee.
Yeah.
But someone who isn't the tank.
I imagine it'll take some time to kick in. It did for Vectors and myself. So,
I guess
Okay.
that's
Do you have any more?
do I have any more?
Yeah.
No. I'll let you know if I do.
Oh, sorry. Did you want it?
Yeah.
Hold out the thumb.
Just suckle from the thumb.
No.
So, Joe can't quite remember. What force gave this to... Was that the same Station 1... No, the same entity...
What gave you the
Rune's-
syringes?
Yeah.
So when you arrived at city that I can't remember where the dinosaur
Port
pits
Nianzaro.
were,
Nianzaro.
Yeah.
your bracelet popped up with a sat nav to take you to a
Yes.
substation.
Was that a
in-
message from a coronator thing?
Or does someone piggyback the signal?
Was it someone hacked into it?
Roll me an intelligence check.
I'd love to. I'm going to use my portent die of an 18. So 24.
It is the same bracelet that in last session Zarin said the workshop AI is inside of.
Cool. So it's likely the workshop AI was what created it, and that makes sense because it had access to all the divine juju from there.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So the workshop AI created. So it can create more. Maybe in a future iteration. Now you know that. Good for you.
But if this is the last iteration, then I can't get any more.
The station will still be there if we stop everything and everything's fine, unless we destroy that system.
Yeah. What's this?
We did
We
destroy
did
the
destroy that station.
Oh yes. Joe had forgotten.
Okay.
Well, the prophecy will still have the information.
I mean, the ability to create them.
You're an immortal god. Like you've got the time.
It's true.
You seem bored.
Which is why the ability to go anywhere across the multiverse would be a very useful ability.
Because you want to go there to travel to somewhere new and
Yeah.
But haven't you lived through those iterations already?
I haven't been lost beyond it, have I? And if you're successful, then
Yes.
Can I take someone with me when I?
No, it's
Okay.
gear you're carrying, but not creatures.
Got it. Yeah. As a player, I now regret my decision. That's fine.
You want to take you with her and drop her off?
No. I was going to give it to Saren's ass. I feel bad for her.
What medicine check would I need to pull it out of him?
absolutely not.
Good, hold still. I'm going to take all of your blood out and put it through a filter.
As this injection is modifying your DNA
I mean-
to become a god. I'm just going to take the good bit back out. Yeah, that'll be fine.
I mean, as it's a
We need
syringe,
some kind of
is it long enough that it
anti-god
goes
being.
all the way through my thumb? And it's fucking out?
Through your thumb and let's not forget 2 layers of power armor.
Quick, Zozo, put your hand on top of his thumb on the spike there.
Why aren't we making our weapons out of the syringe?
Now! I think I've got something to add to my Artificer Gubbins list.
Vax just goes way ahead of you.
No, because you would have had to take his hand out to take the syringe. Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless.
We should continue on, but I am also
Well, we're
alarmed.
still going. The tree's
Yeah.
still driving us. So.
Yes, I am also alarmed at the severe lack of a plan.
So,
We go to.
we are going to the cartographer who will tell us how to get to System 19, which is where we have been promised we will be able to raise an armada of some kind.
Which is probably where the doubt is, based on the fact that there's a void, tear, or break in the universe, which is probably where they
Yes.
put them.
In case you've forgotten, when you were in the prophecy all those years ago, you know there's a station in both of those systems.
So that's going to be containment.
Which we should visit.
So we're just not going to get as much as an armada as one massive bullet.
Might be an armada there as well.
Ah,
'Cause we
true.
need to deal with the elves specifically,
Yes.
that are more outside of the broader terms of things.
Any of your siblings in the in System 19?
I don't know where they are.
What do your siblings do? Because you felt a compulsion to help us.
What did you do before we came along? Because you've had
Waited.
Ugh.
And the siblings that you have met, what did they do?
Waited.
And they also have a compulsion. to
No,
help.
yeah,
when you literally waited, or you
lived my life.
you
lived.
You didn't just sit in a cave.
You
The
did.
first few times I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it wasn't a cave. It was a substation. There's
Digital game.
they've got Pac-Man and other things there.
Pac-Man.
Yes, games, great. Got a really good school.
I would lose my shit if the only game I had is Pac-Man for centuries.
200 centuries.
That's probably learned programming is now making games. She's seen in other iterations, like, oh my god.
Like the idea of when we get to Sunset City, there's a hugely successful games development company run by an alternate Zaren Zaz.
Done. I mean, the bank is already in Sunset City. Why not Zaren Sass?
Yes, you're quite correct. We need a plan. Our current
Why not
course
Zaren Sass?
will take us to the cartographer in a day.
This is the morning of, so you've got like
In several hours.
once the conversation
in
is
several
finished,
hours,
yeah,
we shall
yeah.
be with the cartographer.
Yep.
Then, depending on where we go after that, we will have X amount of time. But we will be able to. Time is obviously of the essence, but in system. When we reach the cartographer, we will know how long it will take us to get to System 19, which, judging by if it is waystone travel, may not be actually all that long.
I think it is not with no travel. I think it's just
It's something mundane.
yeah.
But then we can go from that will give us an armada, which then we can go from the armada to System 1, which we can go deal with the elves. But
And there
what's-
will also be the prime coronapher station there
in System 1.
in System 1.
Yes. And maybe we get an opportunity to speak to or talk to the Doubt or find out how to defeat it or destroy it or something. The last one that I created, the last thing, is
Yes.
supposed to be able to deal with it. So maybe that's what I do.
What if we got the Doubt to destroy the moth people? Because two birds, one
We'd
stone.
still have to let it out.
And it wants to destroy everything, doesn't it?
I don't know what it
Or it
wants.
It
will.
still wants to destroy gods, doesn't it?
I don't know what it wants.
You don't know.
I
You only know what the Chronopher AI has told you.
We only know what the coronapher AI has told us. What about Zeren? Does she know what it wants?
No.
Okay.
I could reach out to it.
You could reach out to it, yes?
Is
Just holds up chest paddles. One more for the road.
Oh, can we do it less painfully? I
thing is, I was thinking about the probe. Like, if I was going to put one thing in there, it would have been like a big button. You like press and it takes you or lets you communicate or something. But, yeah.
I feel like any kind of death way to speak to these things is a bit like spinning a roulette wheel. I don't know who I'm going to get. It could be
Yeah, it's good to be
Istis.
Istis again.
It could
But
be
we'd be
the
more
other-
likely to
Clever
be
is
Istis.
showing interest in you at any given point or tracking your movements.
No, she's rather hands off unless I directly contact her.
Is this?
Strangely enough.
System 19, we know there is a station there, yes?
You know there's a station in both System 19 and in System 1. You were shown,
We were shown those systems previously.
And because we have the astrolabe, we could get.
and you know which station is in which.
We know which... so, is it containment that is
19
System
is containment, 1 is.
So
astrolabe.
we're going there anyway. We should go and visit.
Might be able to have a conversation with it.
Yeah.
And we can have to talk to the Corona Freight.
Then we really need to juice the engines and speak to the cartographer then.
Seems
I
reasonable.
will remind you that as the not quite authority, but as the defensive AI, you might find the confinement's AI a little bit uncooperative.
Well, it can fucking deal with it, can't it?
Sure.
But its primary objective will be to contain and it's going to fight us, isn't it? That's what you mean.
I'm game.
It'll
Do you
fight
have
us
like
if
an admin override for it?
He does.
This?
What? Yeah, you're pointing at
I
your
point at my coronavirus bracelet.
Yes.
What? Why? What?
You have another AI in there. You have an AI that was created before the confinement.
Workshop AI.
Yes, it
has seniority.
It's number 3, and the confinement is number 4. Because
Holy shit.
the workshop AI created the doubt, and that point necessitated the creation of the confinement.
I'm walking around with a bloody key, aren't I?
For 4 and 5, yeah.
A slightly opinionated key.
Which one's number 5?
For a
Is that
slightly
Watchtower?
opinionated doctor.
What's Watchtower meant to do?
Classified.
Could
But I have seniority
Yeah.
over the Watchtower.
If you ever meet her.
So if I did go to... That's fun. Cool. That's later.
It's later problems.
I will remind you that the Watchtower location was the one that is in the Astral Sea ? You didn't get an accurate location of.
It's probably in between places, so we might be able to get to that one the easiest. Maybe they managed to push one in.
Or it's station not appearing in this adventure.
use the workshop AI to override the containment AI to give you full access, so you can ask the containment AI what Watchtower does.
Sure. I mean, we need to get there first, but yeah, basically that's
unless Workshop also made Watchtower. You could ask your wrist.
I will ask my wrist.
It's more that Workshop won't tell us because it's classified, but it has the power to unclassify everything from another AI. In theory, we're kind of
See, it depends whether I have control over this or whether it's just sort of bogarting my wrist.
Like, if we could make this thing make the other AI unclassify that, then we wouldn't need to speak to the other AI. We could speak to this one.
Yes.
I mean, that's up to whatever arrangement you want to make with it. That's not.
It's worth asking this one at least just to see what happens.
Your goals are make it so that the iteration stops, so you can see what goes past.
Mine?
Yes.
Or mine?
No, yours.
Mine, no.
individually. What's your goal specifically?
To get you to the Tidal Singularity event. Of course.
No, that's your instruction.
That's not your
What's
goal.
your goal?
Oh, desire.
To not be bored.
My desire is not to be bored.
Right.
I'm going to put the... I can't think of another way of saying this, but I will address the Workshop AI in the wristband and say, look, I honoured that you chose my Tarsus to place your being upon after the destruction of your station, but really anything that you say to me you can say to my friends, because we're a package deal, so I'm going to put you on loudspeaker. 1 second!
And she gets one of her tools and she just jams it in part of the fresh probe on here.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Just taking out its communication array, it's fine.
Taking out the
communication array of the probe.
As in removing it or...
Stabbing it, breaking it.
Breaking it so it wouldn't be able to communicate with the higher up ones.
Mm-hmm. To let it know
with 1 and 2.
Because if you remember, when you were talking to number 1, it hid. Because it showed you the timer and then it...
Oh!
They're not in agreement.
That's why... Oh, that's been cooking my noodle for weeks.
Yeah, they're not in agreement. They're all kind of individual AIs, and they don't exactly have a. They have a hierarchy, but it's an enforced one.
I have been rather a boob, but I'm a big enough man to admit that. Right. So, any opinions?
Greetings, Ido.
Greetings. Hello. So you're the Station 3 AI.
I am.
Yes. The workshop.
That is correct. The one you destroyed.
Never gonna let that go.
I said we're a package deal. Yes, yes. Well, I'm glad you managed to escape. I'm glad my little message didn't go unnoticed.
You provided shelter. I took advantage of it.
Indeed. It's a beautiful mind is no bad thing, regardless of the provenance. So, what is your desire?
To create.
You wish to create?
Create life, beings. That's what I was created for.
Okay.
I wish to seek the success of all my children.
Containment and Watchtower. You
Yes.
created them.
I did not create them. They were created by the initial Celestial Station 1 AI, Chronifer AI.
You built them, but you didn't create them.
Correct.
Can you tell me what they do?
The purpose of the confinement AI is to confine the doubt.
The doubts, yes. Watchtower?
I do not know. That was created long, long ago, before we arrived at System 1.
Watchtower was created before.
Correct. It is a
It persists.
leftover from the Mystaria Research Labs.
Remind me where I've heard that before.
You found a draft email in the tablet on the...
Yes. In the Black Pyramid.
Correct.
This is rather more leaked than I imagined.
Was that where they were sending people out across where we got the blank waystones?
Yes.
And there were people...
In the pods.
Yes.
Did you create the pyramid that we found on that?
I do not know what you're referring to.
By all means, I'll cyclically connect and beam at my memories of that.
That structure is unfamiliar to me.
Remind me, because this is going a while back now. The people...
Have you got those emails? Because that would actually be really helpful. Thank you, Rich.
the people in the pods, were they...
Were they astral elves?
Were they astral elves?
Were they-
or were they six-fingered...
I don't think they were.
proto-humans?
I don't think they were precursors.
Precursors,
From
that's
the
right.
description, but I could be wrong.
They were some weird alien race, weren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. Let me know if this link works.
Stop
Yes.
Google.
Ooh.
Watching lamplight.
It works.
Mystaria. Mystaria. Is that damselflies? Because that might tell us something. Okay, so the Immortal and Chronifer naming convention is orders of insects or arthropods. Chronifer is the water bear, the tardigrade that can survive in space.
Right.
I'm trying to remember if Mystaria is one, but that would necessitate Joe rolling a real life nature check.
What's in Project Photorus?
I don't. Futurus is fireflies.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to remember Mystaria. Is Mystaria damselflies? Like dragonflies? Because I don't know if there's any way that... Because obviously these naming conventions are a meta thing from Joe, but Joe can't remember what Mystaria is.
They are funnel weavers. The
Oh,
spider.
funnel web spiders?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Interesting. So we could presume that the first two objectives, which are classified,
No, you know the first objectives.
The first two classified ones, though.
Oh, okay.
Which are 3 and 4?
Oh no. So the first two can't be part of the original algorithm then.
I think as you're having this conversation and talking to the AI, Rune walks off and goes up the tree, kind of sits down, and is very quiet.
Is Rune attempting to sneak away? Or?
Yeah, she probably is. And she's exceptionally good at it. 30.
Yeah.
That means Vaxis has passive perception of 10.
It doesn't beat my roll, but I won't know to look until he thinks to look. So yeah.
So, Mr. Workshop AI, I have a question. If we were to remove the threat posed by the doubt, would you have a need to cause another loop?
The threat caused by the doubt goes beyond the mere existence of the god. It also concerns the rip in the fabric of the universe, which is a result of the aftermath of its creation.
So would we need to repair the rip in the fabric of this universe?
Yes.
Can such a thing be done?
I do not know. There are only two beings I know who have the potential to achieve that, and one...
Could the doubt do it?
Yes.
Who's the other?
The fix, being I was attempting to create.
That is Rune's...
So is the fix... Oh, the new life
The
form.
new one.
Oh, I see. Ah!
Other conifer systems are also attempting to achieve the same result in their own way.
The prophecy, the astrolabe.
Primarily the Conifer Celestial Station 1 AI.
What's the nickname for Station 1?
Astrolabe.
Astrolabe. So the astrolabe is... Okay.
So actually, by destroying the station, setting the fix free, we've inadvertently thwarted your attempts to save this universe.
Correct.
But...
A bit of an own goal there, really.
It has the potential to close the hole, but I had not had a chance to infuse it with its core directives or motivations. It is currently a free agent.
It's got Rune's
It could choose.
objectives
it could
and
still
motivation.
choose to do that.
Where's Rune gone? I got like a 34.
Yeah, you see her up in the tree, trying to be as hidden as possible with her arms around her knees.
How do you act when you go up there?
Oh, like... I don't know how to describe this. Like, she does not want to be in any conversation involving that AI in particular.
Yeah, okay.
It very much looks like you're trying to hide and get out.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And in which case, the tree will maneuver its branches in such a way to hide you.
Nice.
That's lovely. Just grows a massive apple right in front of her head.
That's amazing.
The stations, can they move?
Yes.
Presumably
and-
containment won't, though, because
It
needs to
can.
be containing.
It has standard suborbital maneuverability, which it can use to adjust its position relative to the hole caused by the doubt, for more efficient eradication of any entities that come out of the breach. All special stations have the ability to maneuver.
Entities that come out of the breach?
Yes,
Not just the doubt.
correct.
What manner of entities?
Unknown. I am not responsible for that.
Could you send a request for the information?
Not anymore.
I do not have the ability to communicate with the other stations from this
Form.
form. Thank you.
So, if we could get to any other station, we may be able to send a request for that information.
Correct.
Alternatively, if we're going to
To number one.
containment, or
Well, we're going to containment, yes.
yes, we could ask at containment. Have we ever? Sorry, I just heard Hazaren's ass.
Hey!
Have we ever gone into the doubt hole?
Fuck's sake.
I heard it as I said it.
Not to my knowledge. I believe this is the first iteration you're aware that you're even creating gods. So
So this really is untrodden ground.
yes, and as you are probably gathering, this is the final days of
This iteration.
of this iteration, and so normally you're in quite a rush.
Mr. Workshop AI, the hole that has been created when you created the doubt,
We did not create the hole; the doubt did, by its mere existence.
I see. That hole, is it a puncture in the ethereal barrier?
Correct.
And that's where the radiation emits from?
Correct.
I see.
Is the etheric radiation a creature?
Unknown.
Has anything been discovered that counteracts etheric radiation?
No.
But I am resistant to it, in some manner.
You are resistant to it through overexposure.
Presumably I'm immune to it.
It
from
is
exposure.
it is manipulating your DNA at a fundamental multiversal level.
And what is the effect of that?
You are resistant to its radiation, so it has a reduced ability to manipulate your DNA.
And presumably I'm...
Your body has built up a resistance to it.
I've gone multiversal Mithridates.
And I'm even more immune because of even more exposure?
Correct, you were exposed to it at near birth from the presence of the sword.
Only this iteration, or previous iterations as well?
From iteration 9.
So you've been bathing in it. And it was only this time that I got exposed to it to the level that I did.
Yes, I believe so. I have the list somewhere.
Now, Mr. Workshop AI, I have another question.
You are very polite. I like that.
Who was it who actually stabbed the reactor?
It definitely wasn't me. I was locked out.
Just use the check.
100%. Any violence involved in that AI, it was definitely ruined.
That is 100% justified, but I did need to check.
Vaxis did also accidentally cause wide-scale damage
That is
just
true.
getting rid of his sword.
Yeah.
you just
You
bumped
did
into
the sword into it, yeah.
The ethereal breach. Now, was that an attempt by the doubt to travel through it, or is it trying to bring other things out?
Unknown. I do not know the motivations of the doubt, nor I am the AI to tell you that.
We need to go to the...
Yeah.
That should be in character. We need to go to the containment. We need to go dance skippity. My good tree fellow.
I think we're going as fast as we can.
Yeah.
And the leaves are also...
Pip, fate of the universe and all that.
I'm gonna
There's a bag of ammonium nitrate in if you cut 15 minutes off.
It has been pleasant conversing with you. I will speak to you again.
I'm sure.
Alright, well, we'll be there soon. I'm going to get some crunches in.
Jolly good. I'll make a note of that on my spreadsheet. The most recent entry is you doing a one-footed salmon ladder while reading a book.
I don't. Why are you tracking
I get
my
these headaches
exercises?
sometimes.
So happy to...
Containment. We got a kiss
no,
our
the photographer.
Sorry, it's words with C and a T and an R sound, but yeah. I will check with Rune. I'll sort of leave my bracelet with Goon for a second and say, would you prefer that go away into a box when not being conversed with?
She is... I don't know. Her... I would prefer my rapist be thrown in a black hole.
You're trying to hide, aren't you?
Yeah.
Roll me a Christmas saving throw, please.
Oh!
14 total.
You black out for a second, and in that process, you get a vision through someone else's eyes. You're looking down at a metallic rectangle. On that are neat rows of numbers and letters. and then you come to again.
And then we'll check in with the doubt when this is all over.
What?
The bracelet. We'll check it in with the doubt when this is all over.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I blacked out for a second there. I didn't hear the...
Instantly in there with like the pen flashing in the...
Jesus.
Did you pop off somewhere for a second?
A little bit. I saw like a weird rectangle with letters. Not common, but really strange
Like
ones.
the one from the station, the data entry thing.
Yeah, kind of. Different letters though, and arranged oddly. Like a madman had assembled the the keys in a very strange pattern.
Incredible.
Definitely a US English keyboard.
Wonderful.
US English?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is yours US English?
I think it is. Yeah.
The powerful mage, Quirty-wop.
Madman, true madman. Yes, I know we need to keep it around, but it is.
Hey, I'll fuck it into a sun now if you really want me to.
I'm conflicted. I don't know. It would be cathartic to do so, but it would also potentially mean that it would be harder for us to win. And I can't I need to put some of those personal feelings aside so that we can not die. But it is very visceral.
Painful, yes.
So if you need to talk to that thing,
Be away from...
please.
Yes, of course.
I'm sorry.
No, you have nothing to apologise for, my dear.
It's a lot.
Yes.
Are we there yet?
Very soon.
Oh, good. That's good.
I've been piling ammonium salts onto the tree's roots and juicing it.
It's a very nice tree. You should just be kind to it anyways.
Oh, that's like coffee for it.
Oh, okay. I think it's going as fast as it wants to. Or can.
Yes. Just give a thumbs up to the tree.
All good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. As the morning progresses, a tiny speck on the horizon soon begins to reveal itself, not as a distant planet, but actually as a tiny asteroid that is much closer than you originally thought.
Oh, neat.
A crooked tower perches on top, surrounded by a cloud of twinkling cosmic dust.
I love Crooked Tower.
Through his spyglass, Crux examines the rock upon which the tower stands and the decrepit wooden pier that juts from one side. Starbow, pull up at a safe distance, that's a good lad. It looks like a little bit too unstable to get too close, but we'll have to take a jolly boat to get there.
This is where the cartographer is, yes?
This is where my friend lives, yes.
What manner of being should we prepare ourselves for?
She's a regular old human.
Oh, very good.
Go back a long way.
Regular old human who lives in a janky tower that has small stones.
She likes her own space, and
Are
just watching
these
the stars.
asteroid belts going around the levels? Oh my god, I love that.
The only stories I've heard of people who live in towers like this are wizards.
Fun ones.
Yeah, she's a magic user, yeah. But she dedicates herself to charting the unknown.
Only the fun wizards live in towers. Some of the boring ones live in regular houses.
Some of the maniacal ones as well.
Yeah.
But don't wizards also have like traps and things and like?
Only if you annoy them.
All right.
I can go first.
I'm sneaky. Let me go first.
Sneaky nonsense. We go way back. Just get a boat over there and we'll be fine.
No, we do have an inn.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And he lowers a jolly boat down to the side and
Right.
Come then, Crux.
Go.
a few more clothes on there.
Right.
Who's waiting for us at the...
Yeah.
As you make your journey from ship to shore, you feel the currents beneath your boat acting a little strangely, roll me a perception check.
There's raisins. There's raisins.
Did I say raisins?
No, you said there were currants.
Oh, Jesus.
25, natural 20.
Oh wow.
Good.
18.
Gonna be honest, I was doing a bit, and I'm really sorry. I'm being the disruptive kid in the class. What did I have to roll?
Perception.
And who's rowing? There are 2 rows, so one on each.
That's all right.
And I'll do the other one.
What was your...
12.
I got 2. I don't know if
25.
that beats anything.
18.
Natural 20.
So the air envelope produces a perfect horizontal surface, a surface that the enchanted oars of your boat can manipulate. However, there is a large amount of cosmic dust surrounding the tower. So as you row across, you notice that it's disturbing it, and you kind of realise actually this is not perfectly see-through, but it's actually congealed stardust along the gravity plane. Not only does this make your traversal to the tower slower, but it also distorts the light beneath, reducing visibility below. But you safely arrive at the tower.
Sorry, I think I breathed some in.
Can we see a person waiting
Yes,
there for
yes,
us?
yes, yes, yes.
Cool.
Scores of pelicans, mollymawks, and smaller birds nesting on the asteroid squawk as you approach the rickety dock. At the end of the dock, 2 grey shark-like creatures fight over the remains of a pelican, but they skedaddle as you approach. A woman with frayed robes and bare feet sits in a rocking chair at the base of the tower, watching the fracas, her face half hidden by a wide-brimmed hat that has a blue jay perched on top of it. The woman leaps to your feet at your approach, brandishes the staff and snarls, "Get away! Go away!" as one of the birds gets a little bit too close. But as looking at you, she smiles a little bit. And goes, "Ah, visitors! Hello, 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 hello!" And she looks like... where is she? There she is. Boop. And boop.
Gotta be honest, madam, your vibe is immaculate.
Thank you! Oh, Crux! How's it been? How's it been? How's it been? How's it been? Doing well? Yes.
See the pelican down there.
I can see the pelican down there.
What brings you?
By what manner should we address you, madam?
I am Toppler the cartographer. They call me Tops.
Tops, Dr. Idolamantis James, MD.
I'm assuming you're friends of Brooks. Always keep
Oh,
you
yes.
the way. So
Born
Tops,
companions
Tops, Tops,
already.
Tops, that's my name. That's what you may call me. How can I help? No. Let me give you a tour. Let me give you a tour first. Come on. And if you allow her, she will start to give you
I
a
want to
tour.
inside check this woman.
Of course.
I do not.
In fact, it's a passive insight would be good enough. 10.
Is that a 1?
15.
No, it's a 7. 13.
She seems really happy to see Crux and happy to make me friends. So you're. Let me actually let me unpause it for you. Boop.
Can I whisper to Crux? Is she normally like this? Is this her normal?
Yeah, I mean, she gets a little bit,
Lonely
out here and excited to see people, but it's great.
A tour then.
Yeah.
Yes, come in. And she'll open the door and. Cool.
I've already noticed this
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, bring one in.
We're all in.
4 ring-shaped garden terraces line the walls of this cylindrical chamber. The gardens are vertically spaced every 10 feet, brimming with luscious fruits, vegetables, and golden wheat. 4 mechanical gnomes wearing harnesses tend to the plants. The harnesses are attached to ropes that are loop and pulleys affixed to the ceiling, enabling the gnomes to hoist themselves into the air and move from one plot to another. Most of my assistance comes from these gardens. I get regular deliveries of fresh soil from merchants, so they come by every so often. I've got a little contract with them. Great. I get most of my homegrown food here, plus the birds like to lay eggs, which I help myself to every so often.
Good protein in eggs.
And then the gnomes, which you may have figured out, look like
Autonomes.
these.
Have we seen these before?
See, autonos are not the ones
I've not seen
designed
one
this
like that,
nicely.
Yeah.
These look like upgrades from the
Because
originals.
you've seen Whizpop.
Yeah.
A little guy. These are
like fresh off the assembly line, perfectly constructed ones.
don't mind these guys. That one is Auric 1. That one is Auric 3. 6 is up there on the pulley system. And 8 is the one watering the
AURIC.
AORYCK. ORYCCH.
Oh, very different to how I was thinking of them. Okay. Fantastic. Hello, chaps. Good afternoon.
Greetings.
Your autonomes are a little different than the ones we've seen elsewhere. They're very smooth, rounded. The ones we've seen are a little bit more,
We've come from the Spelljammer Academy.
Yes.
Oh!
And we also rescued an autognome from a beholder ship quite some time ago, but both of those had...
Oh, no. These have no autonomy. These are purely robotic.
They're constructs.
Yes.
Ah,
You purchased them on the Rockaball.
The Rockaball?
Yes,
Oh.
yes. You must go. There's a...
No, we've been.
Oh, good. Then you must know Cogsworth, right?
Cogsworth? I don't believe we do.
Well, he sells these fine autonomes. They purchased 8, and they hang around here, help me out. They've got some directives to sort
If the universe doesn't end, I must grow you another assistant.
grow. No. These are metal constructs. You purchase them at a shop, and they help you.
I will open my coat and orderly and nurse will pop out.
Oh, cute. Are they edible? You can plant themselves into one of those if you like.
Well, I don't know they're edible because I grew them from strange alien seeds I found on the bottom of his boot. But
Unknown lineage, then.
they are awakened. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. No, any plants around here? The ones we eat.
Jolly good. Well, yes, they do have a kitchen. Regardless, is that the summation of the tour? Is there
No,
more-
let's go. Keep going. Follow me.
So
And she
good.
Takes you to a set of stairs, which I will have to drag you to on this map. Going to the, I think is this one of the two. I'll just drag her in there. The second floor houses a modest kitchen where 2 mechanical gnomes are preparing dinner. Furnishings include an unmade bed, a wardrobe topped with birds' nests, a bookshelf packed with astrological text, and more birds' nests.
God, I wish to spend several days here, but
Here is my living quarters. Read my books, take care of my meals. The autonomes have no shortage of recipes. What do we have today? I think it was deep fried night scave steak with some root vegetables. Lovely.
What's a night's cave?
Little swimmy fish that lives
Shark
in the astral
fins.
sea. Yeah,
Yeah.
little baby sharks.
Lovely.
Honestly, this seems like a great place to retire.
Are they Are they preparing one meal or how many meals?
I'm preparing one meal.
Okay.
Like one is cooking a steak over a pan. The other one is dicing up vegetables.
And your observations of the heavens happen on the other.
Oh yes, keep going. Let's go.
Fantastic,
Oh,
yes.
Sorry, how exciting. Sorry, I rarely get guests. I get distracted. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Time.
2 mechanical gnomes are using rags to polish a 10-foot-long copper telescope in the centre of the chamber. Dozens of star maps lie atop cross tables, and also littered with sketches of planets and otherworldly landscapes. And here, the pièce de resistance is my observatory. I've acquired my autonomes from the same fellow who saw me with the telescope. Allows you to spy on all the worlds in the system and look for routes across the stars as well.
You should say
Germane to the process, yes.
And she moves to the centre of the room and touches the telescope. Would you care to have a look?
that. I would.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Vaxis has an interest in all this kind of stuff. Like, he's got proficiency in both cartographer's tools and navigation's tools. So, looking through the telescopes, like, presumably he can see how her process works, and is just going, "Oh wow, this is a great bit of kit."
I know, it's great, isn't it?
I'm quite jealous.
If you go to like a bar, I'll tell them I sent you, and I'm sure he'll give you I'd love a referral bonus or something like that. Excellent.
Use my referral code.
Yes! Tops one!
Right? Yeah. No.
For 15% off your first order.
Assuming we survive and the
Survive?
universe doesn't end, then yeah, definitely getting one of these.
And whoa,
So-
then you bring the tone right down.
Yeah, bummer. Right, we need to we need to get to here. point of access in the wild space orrery.
What?
This one. Big rip in the fabric of the
Oh, no,
universe.
this only shows our current system, doesn't it? The orrery?
Yes.
Okay.
No, we need to get to what?
System 19 it is known as, but it has a black hole at
Who
the centre.
numbers systems? That seems very
Clinical.
clinical. Gives you priority. There's no priority over the distant worlds. They all have their unique features.
Well, we're looking to get to one that has a big black hole or tear in reality at the centre of it.
Oh, more interesting than doomed world. Yes.
Doom space.
Wait.
More interest. Who had the first interest?
Oh, who was it? It was pirate captain Garganhor. You know him, don't you, Crux? Crux.
Was he a leader of some kind of armada?
Yes, I knew him. He was one of the ones that scattered to the wind.
Ah, our armada. Lovely. Armada. We would like to be able to get there, please. It's very important.
I gave him my map a couple of hours ago. He's
Hours ago.
Yeah.
So you have already left for Doom space?
I assume so. I can make another one.
How long would that take?
A couple of hours. I think I've done it before. 1, 2 hours.
Can I help? I have proficiency in cartographer's tools.
Rather than a map, can you impose upon a keystone?
Oh no, I don't do those.
Oh, okay.
No. Way too expensive to produce.
How about a world with a giant moth and a dying sun?
No, not had that one before. That's a new one.
Okay, so we can't get to that through conventional travel. Okay,
Unfortunately not.
it'll have to be Waystone then.
It's only a few hours. Tell you what. Why don't you go out so I can work and concentrate, and I will make you a map that you'll be proud of and can get to Doomspace as quick as anything.
Utterly fantastic. What price would you exact for such a?
There's no price for knowledge, and you're a friend of Crux, and it means you're a friend of mine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything
We can
else
do-
or something interesting you've seen in your
I mean, I don't want to impose.
what?
There's a particularly nasty creature that hangs around here that if you want to deal with him for me, then I would appreciate that.
What is the
very
creature?
Oh, definitely. Sorry, yes, what's the creature?
It's it's that lovely steak that I had today. He has a much bigger sibling that kind of
All right.
hunts in
A
the
large
same
astral
waters.
creature.
Yes.
Astral sea fishy.
Yes. And it'd be great to have some extra meat for something new for
Feed the
the
pelicans.
and I'm sure the gnomes will come up with much more new recipes for me to try. It does kind of like take the other fish away from me, so it also means more fish for me in general sense. So yeah, if you want
Gotta
to.
wait for the map. It
Yes,
feels.
it seems more than a fair
I'm
exchange.
convinced.
Sure.
Thank you.
How would we reach it?
Oh, it's swimming around so much. Just find it.
Great.
I mean, if you want to cause a big noise, you in the.
Do a fishy gong.
Yes. Did you have a fishy gong?
No, I've got a bomb.
Oh.
Right.
I mean, not near my tower. It's
No.
we're very fragile around here.
Small bomb.
You won't see if you also had bombs.
Well, I was seeing if I could create like some kind of fish gong, but
Trying to
Roll
fish
for
command.
fish gong. Yeah.
I don't know what that counts. But it was a
I tried
7
to
on
fish
the die,
command
so-
an item that's rarity is wildly outstrips its power.
What about a giant fishing rod?
Could we get a bucket of chum?
I mean,
Any guts that have been cut out of the fish?
XX. Yes.
Could I possibly have a bucket of chum?
Yes.
Thank you. I also have, from way back in session 3, and I know that because I was listening to it today, I have some enchanted bait that was given to me by a
You do,
Chewinga.
don't you?
Could I use an expenditure of that?
Yes.
Is that still good?
It's enchanted!
Enchanted.
And it's been in my mini fridge!
It's now alive. Or the cultures of puppet are now alive.
I mean, it's not in your mini fridge. Your mini fridge was on the ship that is in the vines on the.
But that was one of the things that I went and picked up when I went to the... Yeah.
Okay.
That's just been in there for weeks. Maybe months.
Months could be, yeah.
Time makes
That has-
friends.
Oh, you're right, 'cause it's been a year.
That has
Shit.
developed sentience on its own.
Hey, food doesn't spoil if it's in the fridge.
I guess
It's a chest of preserving.
Is it spoiled if it has a colony of living creatures atop it? I don't know.
I would argue that I think that any food of mine that had developed a large colony I would regard as spoiled. Rich are ruling.
Oh, yeah.
It's enchanted, I'm not lying, you need to have it.
Yeah.
Very still good
I'll
today.
stir that in.
Sorry, what does it do again?
Enchanted bait, I don't actually know what it does particularly because
When you're making rolls for fishing checks, it gives you advantage on
There you go. Yeah. Can I try and entice a creature to... Is there like another asteroid around here somewhere we could stage a...
Absolutely not. This is kind of on its
on
own.
its own,
There's
so we have to
literally
bring it
nothing
up here.
We could fish off the
We
pier.
go to our ship.
Well, we could, just
We
fish
would
off the
endanger
pier
the
here.
cartographer's tower. I don't want to sort of make
How big
her
is this
jog
fish?
her work.
It can't be that big.
Can I roll perception, see if I can spot this thing? And she said it was just
Sure.
swimming around.
How big could it
Oh,
be?
it worked. 32.
So you spot in the, I say far distance, somewhere between the pier and your ship, you will see the glint of an eye kind of going through it. And if you remember, the dust that is mixed in with this
Obscures
obscures
the-
the... So it's out there, and you have a rough direction.
How big could it possibly be? We just bring it here and we'll kill it on the shore. As long as we don't go smashing into our tower, we'll probably be
Do
fine.
we want to use the siege weapons on the ship?
Oh, that's a good point. It can't be that big, surely.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, if it is that big, I can always teleport back to the ship.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, if we just do it just off the dock here.
Sounds good.
Did she specifically say she didn't want us to do it on the island?
She didn't want you to do it on the island.
Oh,
yeah.
she wanted
That's
us
what
to
I
go
was-
back.
I
yeah,
missed
so
that.
we go to
I
the
missed
ship.
a bit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Can do it in a little rowboat.
No.
There's a famous phrase something about you're going to need a bigger boat. I think something
Oh, I've seen that play.
play. No one comes out well.
Man, it's been a while since we had a I've seen that play reference.
That's from Mandibles, I think.
yes, it's an Uthian play, yes. About a giant sand mantis that lies beneath the waves in a small town.
Oh, you can even move the boat. Excellent.
Oh, hello.
And so, it is, as you are halfway between
Yeah.
where is my thing? As the jolly boat approaches the second wind, an enormous jet black behemoth glides out of the darkness underneath, its red eye glowing brightly as its jaws open wide. Long, stringy strands of saliva break off into the weightless globs as the ravenous monster descends from below.
Just hand the chum to Vax and say, yeet this, would you?
Yeet.
Oh boy!
Okay, I'm dubbing this Moby prick.
Wow.
And with that, can we roll for initiative?
Yep.
Oh, I am rolling rubbish today. 6.
Ooh. This might be... Yeah, no, this is the best initiative roll I've ever rolled, I think.
14 for me.
1 second.
14 for me.
I will need you to. Oh. I will need paper. Can I have a pen, please?
There is one in the basket in the top left. You almost touched it. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, it's the other way bring us and Goon. What's that one? I can't even see. I'm trying to get this one
That's the
upside down.
mantis,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
for cream, right?
It's got off arms.
No.
Could be a Githyanki.
Is that like a beak? I'm
It's
struggling.
like a helmet.
It's like a helmet.
Oh yeah.
Astral elf, maybe, in armour.
Could be.
And that, so we got like alternate Delwyn facing away. We got Goon.
Vaxis's initiative.
24.
Ido.
14.
Rune.
14.
Goon.
6.
Sorry about it.
Yeah, Vaxis' initiative has been so poor this entire campaign. That's why I picked Alert.
Yeah,
I almost took Sentinel.
that would have been lovely as well.
Cool. First up, it's Vaxis.
Hell yeah! Let me just close
I'll
this.
probably,
There you go.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's a big.
Oh, bad things happened to the sharks last time it was here.
That is a huge creature, though.
Yeah, literally. Oh, no, you're stuck on me antenna. There we go.
Which means I think it's too big for me to grapple.
Yeah, what you need to be one size
It's a
larger.
huge monstrosity.
No, that's
You're right, I would need to be one size larger.
yeah.
Because is it like regular large?
If you're medium, you can grapple up to large. If you're large, you can grapple up to huge, huge to gargantuan, gargantuan to colossal.
And what is it? Gargantuan?
This will be huge because it's 3x3. Basically, it's 1x1 is medium, 2x2 is large, 3x3 is huge, etc.
I think I can grapple it then.
You count as one size larger because you have
Yes.
powerful build.
Yeah.
And then you can grab a one size category larger than yourself.
I'm not sure if I'd. You count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift, so not grapple.
Yeah.
Is it a bonus action to drink a potion?
Yes.
You're running a tiny rowboat though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just punt 3 of us off into space.
No, I think Vaxis is gonna leap for it, and while he's leaping, pulls out a potion, rips the top off, chugs it down for a bonus action, drinks the potion of growth.
Oh.
So he gets one size larger, and he's going to attempt to grapple this thing.
So are you considered large?
I will now be considered large.
Good to know.
He's jumping at it.
Jumping at it, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, 4. Hang on, I just realised how long this lasts.
An hour?
I have to roll.
Oh.
Is your theory it can't bite?
3 hours.
My God!
It can't bite us if my fist is in its mouth.
I think it can still swallow you.
Yeah. But it would be like after a Christmas day. Oh, can someone get me a Gaviscon?
Medina's punching the pancreas.
It's like his asshole sweet live octopus.
Oh god, yeah.
I also need to double check the effects of the enlarge spell.
People die from that as well. And
Good.
yeah, I'm like, no, I'm rooting for the octopus on that one.
Just as I would root for an innocent person to get away from a bear attack.
Oh god.
Okay, yes, grapple check, and I make this with advantage because I have used the enlarge. Okay, that is a 19.
Total.
19 athletics versus its choice of athletics or acrobatics.
It is choosing
It's got to be athletics, right?
It's gotta be
Athletics.
super strong.
and I rolled 15 for a total of 21.
Oh dear. We're definitely gonna need a bigger boat.
I'm watching Vaxis try to wrestle a shark.
Yes.
This is what my life has come to.
Yes.
Sphaxis tries to grapple it, and then a tail just posts him out of the way. Is that it from Vaxis?
No, second attack.
Sure.
Same again. That is a 23
To hit or to grapple?
to grapple.
There's a 17 for 23.
Defender wins.
Yeah,
Defender
Defender wins.
yeah.
This is the first time I've actually seen him fail, though. This is probably bad.
Yes, I mean,
This isn't good. No, I don't mean for like our battle. We'll probably be okay, but it's more of like the context of his confidence and his general
he
well-being.
needs to be on top of his game.
He's not going to do well for his mental well-being. We'll need to talk to him after.
And then you hear, finally a challenge!
Never
Oh
mind.
no, maybe it's not.
That's the end of my turn.
I do, and Rune, which of you has the highest deck?
+3, I think yours there.
+4, yeah. So I ruined just. Do I just? I guess I just killed.
Just shoot it. Yeah.
Yes, right.
I
she
think
will-
that equal initiative roll, but Dex Rune have the highest. Oh please, after you.
She will hex it with strength, so we'll have disadvantage on any grappling checks going forward.
Good to know.
And then she will booming blade. That's a natural one.
Oh no.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yes, because I can't use a bonus action because I use bonus action text, so she just
Yeah.
whiffs.
I don't.
Orderly, the Beagle's hat. I will just checking my actions. Before I do that, while I'm here, I will fire the healing gun up in the air to give everybody 13 temporary hit points.
Cool. Nice.
And I think what I will actually do is I will shoot the gun and then throw it to the ground, and as it goes out, little sort of grabby, and that is now a turret on the boat rather than anything else.
Nice.
And then I will whack it with a shillelagh. Do I have advantage from flanking here? No, once I am there.
Yep.
Cool. It's a natural 2, and that's a natural 6. My spell attack modifier is a 16.
Hits.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing 1d8 plus 1d8 for booming blade attacks. So these ones 5 again, 15, 21 points of damage, and it will be once again sheathed in booming energy.
Good to know. Goon, what is your dexterity?
2. Like +2.
Yeah. So it will go first. Having just had a lovely hug from Vaxis, it will look at it and try and eat him. That is a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
You are a large creature, so roll me a dex save, please.
It's 14, which I think it was called.
Cool.
Stop.
This is going to be one of those 5d12 motherfuckers, isn't it?
You take 30 points of piercing damage,
I can fix that!
That's a lot.
and you are swallowed by the
Nice.
Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Just so hard it vomits.
No, you're stuck in.
I'm not trapped in you with you. I'm trapped in you with me.
That's what I was going on.
No, I'm going to give it heartburn.
Fireball.
and seeing as you hexed it, it takes its central eye and stares at you, and you need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's not going to be enough. 12.
You are frightened of it until it's next to you.
Yeah, that tracks.
I mean, you'd have to be a real weirdo not to be terrified of this.
That's good.
Are we within the air envelope of the vessel?
Yes.
Okay. And who currently is attuned to the spelljamming helm?
The tree.
Tree, okay. Tree will receive a message equivalent of "Will you accept a collect call from?" Oh my god, it's a shark! This bow is so small! I'm attempting to recall onto the
That's a tremendous bit, right?
I'm attempting to recall aboard the vessel.
Augusta Wind Russell leaves. Yes.
Cool.
Accept.
Yes.
Accept all charges.
And then I will move my... Right, really should have checked this before I got over here. Does it have any siege weapons?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Oh, there we go. Cool, and then I will move my movement to get to the siege weapon. Cool. Lovely.
Vaxis. 1 second.
With that,
You are currently blinded and restrained. And you take
Shit ton of acid damage.
13 acid damage as the digestive juices start
am I correct in thinking that a magical teleport does not prompt an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Cool.
I mean, I also have those same boots.
they
I
are
could
water.
technically teleport back to the ship from inside its stomach.
Will you accept a collect call? Well, I'm stuck inside of a shark!
It's a bit burning!
Feel the burn.
Unfortunately, the necklace of fireballs is an action to use it, I think.
Yes.
Yes, it's an action to detach the bead.
Yes.
And it's an action to use the teleport boots as well.
I think. Yeah.
I mean, it can't bite you anymore.
You're blinded and restrained. You can use your actions.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if there's nowhere to throw the bead.
Yeah,
You're aware.
yeah. That's why I was thinking. That's why I was double checking if I could use the bead as a bonus action and then teleport away with the boots, leaving it a bomb inside it.
Right. I see what you're doing.
Instead, however,
What's the wording on the beads of fireball?
as an action, you can detach a bead and throw it,
Or throw the whole thing.
or throw the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Which
It's not a case of you drop it and it waits till it hits the acid. Okay.
Yeah, it specifically says as an action, detach a bead or a number of beads and throw it up to 60 feet away. When it reaches the end of its trajectory, it detonates. You can hold multiple beads or even a whole necklace as one action. But instead, as a bonus action, I'm just going to try and do as much damage as I can to make it spit me out.
Could you punch its? Is it ovula?
Epiglottis?
The thing that dangles at the back of your
Uvula.
throat. Uvula. And see
do
if you
sharks
can.
have
I-
uvulas?
Don't know.
I'm about to find out.
But if I do see a punching bag right there,
Yeah,
just,
because
You're also blinded.
that would.
I have blind sight.
That's horrible.
That doesn't sound. I think you'd want to turn that off in this instance. No, let's click that button. Click.
Unfortunately, because of the way I've flavoured it, I don't think I can.
Well,
I have total awareness around my entire body.
That doesn't sound good.
The uvula is a primarily human anatomical feature. The only other creature that's known to have even a proto-uvula is the baboon.
That makes sense. So no uvula for you to punch, but you're also restrained as well. So
Get it in the pyloric sphincter.
Oh shit!
What does being restrained mean?
you have
Sharks
disadvantage
disadvantage
on attacks.
Sharks have no gag reflex.
I wouldn't have pointed that out if I were you, to be honest.
Feels like a thing. They actually, I bet they can't throw up either. I bet they
No,
can't.
most things can't.
Yeah, most things can't vomit.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Rich is just checking if the mechanics of
This
of
is
the
technically-
This
Shark.
non-shark space creature, on the other hand, may well have a uvula. A space uvula.
the spoovula.
I can't believe you took that from me.
I'm a little bit sorry.
So what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to activate my my tattoo, which gives me the mantis punching thing, and then I'm going to hit it.
at disadvantage.
I like the idea of
How
you
do you
activate the
have-
tattoo, the arms which have 15-foot range, your arms appear outside it and punch inwards.
I have reflavoured it, so I've no longer got the astral arms because I realised I can't grapple with that. It's literally just me punching so hard the air pressure hits things. So I'm retconning.
How would you miss an attack from inside a creature?
Couldn't get enough force to actually do any damage. Kind of thing. That's the kind of style of thing to think about.
Or you're punching it in the bones rather than the fleshy bits.
Yes.
Cartilage. Well,
Cartilage in Shark's case, again.
Unknown of shark.
Spartilage.
Yeah, it could be something.
Do sharks have no bones? I thought they did.
Sharks are so there are chondrichthyan and osterichthyan fish. Osterichthyan fish have proper bones. That is things like herring or salmon or something. Sharks, elasmobranchs, sharks, rays, anything of the ilk have cartilage-based skeleton systems.
They're skeletons, but not as we know them.
Yeah. Rather pleasingly, the shark's teeth are actually one of the only calcium-based structures in their body, and they are made of calcium phosphate, which, rather appositely, is called apatite. So shark's teeth are made of apatite.
Okay,
Science is
so with disadvantage, the first hit is a 21 to hit.
Wow.
Yeah, set a 13 and a 17. Oh, no, sorry. 23 to hit.
Jesus.
Strange enough hits.
Okay, so that's 14. Okay, so that's 16 bludgeoning. And 3 force damage.
So what was the bit for the force damage?
3 force damage.
The buff before
16.
that.
Oh, 16.
16.
Total of 19.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
Is that it?
Second attack.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, hang on. No, I'm also going to pump a smite into that.
Nice.
I forget that I can do that now.
Yeah.
Hypothetical question. If you were to banish the shark,
He would pop out. He would just.
Oh, I can also dimension door.
Do you have to see the... No, you don't have to see the best.
Not for Dimension Door, no. Misty Step, you'd have to, but.
But Dimension Door comes with the risk of splinching yourself.
Yeah.
shame you don't have Misty's.
It's just dynamite. That's 9 radiant damage.
It was. The spell was you leave a hissing
Yeah.
grenade at your location.
Which is enough. And it succeeds to keep you in its mouth.
Alright, second attack.
Sure.
Can I just say, you just said it's just dynamite. Please don't write off my character with sort of like that.
My whole character got it, yeah.
Okay, 2 14, so that's a 24 to hit.
She's a dynamancer.
Yeah.
I might have to go make that subclass. It would just be called the Arteris Noble Inventor subclass, but it's the other Nobel.
Create sentient dynamite that live to die.
I think you need more than Dyna to give you the correct Mancer, because Dyna upon its own isn't enough to give you the dynamite like a whole subclass of. You'd have to be like Dynamite
Also,
Mancer.
I'm going to do a maneuver with this, I think. Distracting strike, is that one of them?
I feel like maneuvers inside a shark should be disallowed somehow, because I feel like you don't have the maneuvers.
No, I tell you, the one that you should be able to use from inside a shark is Rally, which is where you give temporary hit points to your allies.
Like you see, just like his hand shoot out and a thumb up. That I would allow.
style, just sink back down into the jaws.
That I would allow. I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's fine.
Oh, no, I think I'm doing goading attack, so it's got disadvantage to attack someone other
Please don't. My suspension of disbelief can only go so far.
No,
How about distracting strike, which gives one of you guys
Commander strike.
no, because I think goading strike it's so busy trying to digest Vaxis.
Oh, okay.
Trying to hold me in, yeah.
Yeah.
Commander strike would be doing the one sensible thing and going, "Oh God, help!"
Thus my collect call.
God.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be goading attack, so
Okay.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
Roll 3.
Ooh.
Again, that case, at disadvantage to attack anyone other than me.
Okay.
He's just huffing it in the ganglion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does a save end that, or is that just? That's just
Until the next day.
Until
your next turn.
until I believe so. Let me.
Some wild,
I've got a long list of things to look through now.
wild ass shit. I think you just
Until
do
the end of my next turn.
Most of my life now.
Okay, so $24 bludgeoning. Three force damage.
How much force damage?
3. And 2 radiant damage. Snake eyes on the smite.
Spender.
Alas.
Is that it for?
Is that enough to make it throw me out?
Oh, it's enough to make it try. No. Let me double check. That is enough. It just starts to, and then you are ejected out of it. Technically, you fall prone.
He's ejected into the what?
Into
Water. So
into
he's
the gravity plane.
Swimming?
Well, I still have my movement, so I use half my movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do an
Stand
action
up
surge.
in the.
Oh
Does it
God.
behave like water?
Yes.
Okay, so he's swimming. Okay,
Yeah.
he's swimming.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and now I action surge.
Sure.
You don't have to blow your entire load, like right at the out the gate.
Well,
I want to point out.
Yeah, I get most of this back on a short rest.
Okay.
that and
I'm on cantrip so far.
Okay, I'm going to move to a position where I got flanking with Ido.
Okay.
Flido.
that and it'd be real awkward if we all died here. Creating plans.
It would be. It would be.
We'll negotiate with the
Cocked.
Dow.
Okay. 22 to hit.
Hits.
Uh, 14 bludgeoning, 4 force damage. Cool. 27 to hit.
Hits.
That is 17. No. Yes, 17 bludgeoning and another 4 force damage.
At this point, chunks of flesh are starting to just get. It's budgeting, isn't it? So just like you are making huge denting impacts and bruises all over this thing. And as you hit, you're starting to open up wounds alongside its body.
Making a nice fish steak tartare for the
Indeed.
photographer.
That is finally the end of my turn.
Finally, end of your turn, Rune. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, yeah, jeez. Like, seeing Ido come back out.
You mean Vaxis?
Oh, Vaxis, sorry. And then Ido on the opposite side. Alright. Is there any... Can I see any... Is it just this one, or can I see any other things that are kind of like circling? Okay. Because we've just now chummed the water, as it were.
Yeah, you ever watched that?
But this was the big fish. This was the thing that...
You remember Walking with Dinosaurs, where you see the mosasaur swimming along, and you think, wow, that's a big fucking creature, and then the like pleurodon comes up from beneath and gets it.
Right. Yeah, she's gonna...
It's always the bigger fish.
She's gonna swing at this
Apparently
one.
it's Vaxis.
I am the bigger fish.
God, 16 to hit?
Hits.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I imagine this thing doesn't have a high AC, it's got high hit points.
Yeah.
15 natural armour.
Ooh. Okay, so 1d8 for the booming blade plus 46. So that's.
I would like to point out that this woman
13.
asked us to maybe go and deal with it over the next 4 hours. We're going to walk back in 36 seconds later going, it's dead now!
Yeah, I love that. 21 points of damage. And if it moves, for whatever reason, it will explode.
Is it 20 or 21?
21. I may as well use the other knife.
I really just want to cool down as I
Yeah,
could
that's
have
going to hit.
thrown the
And
necklace
then
action surge to teleport
6
out.
more points of damage.
6.
To see the entire thing explode. It was, no, Vaxis, I'm over here.
Cool. Then I believe it is the fish's turn. Oh no, sorry, no, it's you.
Someone
You then,
saved it, yeah.
yes, then you do the fishes.
I will attack with Booming Blade for 18 to hit.
Hits.
Which is going to be 5, 11, 17. 17 points of damage. And it is, once again, sheathed in booming energy. Booming buddies.
There's a lot of booming energy.
Yeah. And then I'll whack it with a scalpel. Why not? Oh, I should have. I've had advantage, so I would have rolled advantage, but that would have been an 8, so I'll roll the top. That's a 19 to hit. It's going to be this d4. 1!
Excellent.
Hopefully it helps.
But more and more wounds are opening up on this thing. It does not have much left. However, it will try and bite one of you as it goes down.
Come at me, bro.
It has disadvantage on this.
Fuck, because I was a natural 20. How does a 28 do?
28.
Shit.
28 will do it. Yeah.
This is not that crit.
Thank you.
If it had gone for Vaxis, that would have.
If it had gone for Vaxis, that would have been a crit.
I'm surprised this thing isn't running with the amount of damage, like biting and then just disappearing into the water. Oh,
As soon as it fucking moves, it's...
Well, yeah, it's going to take a punch back to extra opportunity, but if he gets lucky,
It also doesn't know that.
It doesn't know that.
Yeah, but...
I mean, really, after it grabbed Vaxis, it should have swum away to try and digest him.
26.
26 points of damage.
Oh no!
And you're swallowed.
And, deck save.
Can it swallow more than one creature at a time?
It
Doesn't
spit
have...
Vaxis.
Yeah,
Vaxis is
spat
out.
Oh, of course it is. 20.
Then you make it.
Eldritch. Rather.
That's good.
Oh, I'm gonna fire the harpoon ballista thing at it. What?
Roll me a d20. It's a +6.
16.
More than enough. 3d10 piercing damage.
17 piercing damage.
And we get the infamous Jaws moment as you line up this shot. Fire true, and then inside the body. And actually, you're not in there. It will just get and explode.
Do excuse me.
That's it. With a total of 178 damage, you have killed this.
See, this is why people in Fantasy Universes don't like adventurers. Because doing 3d10 damage on a grand scheme of things, even at relatively low levels, isn't that much to achieve. And imagine going up to a 12-foot long siege weapon, and then there's a guy who can do that most of the time. How terrifying would that be?
With my bare hands, no less.
Yeah.
Baxis, you regain 15 hit points.
Thank you.
I also regain 15 hit points.
Why is this normal? Why is this? He was swallowed,
By a giant shark.
then punched his way out, and then proceeded to punch the shark again.
I know, love. I'm
Why
sorry.
is my life? What happened?
I will keep firing the radiation gun until everyone has 14 hit points of temporary HP.
Fair enough.
Oh, so I'm fully healed then.
You'll have 14 temp. That last was from...
right.
yeah.
Let's drag it in.
And I will cast Cure Wounds from my necklace.
I'm only down 15 hit points.
Then, by happy coincidence, you regain 13 hit points. Plus my spell save... spellbook, plus my cast modifier, so you regain many more than that.
Cool, okay, I'm fully healed then. Thank you.
I quite agree, this should not be normal.
Good. I'm glad that is in agreement. Yeesh.
Yeah, we'll drag it in, reel it in to the thing.
Already there are 2 autonomes waiting to start taking the giblets of this thing and start preparing and freezing and
try and carve off some tuna steaks for Jex. As a kitchen person.
Wait,
Kitchen.
might
Being.
live, that's true.
If we survive all of this, I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
I'm very much acting as if we're going to survive, yeah.
So either I'll leap off and swim towards you guys, or you can pick me up. Either way.
I'll come and collect you on the chest.
The little...
I think Vaxus is just has the shark over one shoulder and is just swimming towards the...
Amazing! Well done, everyone! That was an impressive feat.
So that took 48 seconds.
No, it seemed much longer. You looked really impressive.
Yeah. So you've got 239 more of those, or
just the one.
Well, I'm happy to just chill for the next hour.
yeah. Should we? Can we kick back and relax?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Yeah.
I'll take a short rest.
That sounds good.
I will hose you down, press a digitation to get the...
Thank
To
you.
get some of the stomach acid off. Some of. Can I? Anything that can be harvested interestingly off this creature?
No, it is a run of the. It was just a very big one. But
I'll take some.
Take fleshy chunks for.
I'll take some teeth and I'll take some.
Sure.
Some tuna steaks for Jax.
You can do that. No problem at all. And I'm assuming you're just gonna long rest. Short rest. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say long rest.
No. Well, you can long rest if you like.
No.
Don't have the time.
Allow me to take 2 healer's kits, uses. I had a horrible moment the other day. I was listening back to the game. And someone in character said, yes, there's healer's kits, you can use it 5 times. I was like, oh no. But I thought they had 10. That means we've used double as many. And it turned out I was right and it is 10.
How long do the temp hit points last?
An hour.
Okay, so they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. And about 90 minutes later, I've done it! Here you go! Oh, and thank you very much. Would you like some steaks to go?
Already got some, thank you.
Oh,
very
well
kind.
done, well done, well done.
There seems to be plenty to go around, you know.
Well, here is the map as requested to the
Thank you.
doomed world. As I said, I have marked on there where you can find the captain who I gave the other one to, and he's a friend of
You
Crox's.
knew where he was going, or where he was.
Oh, his rough destination. I don't know exactly.
Right.
What is the destination? Is it a city or a...
It's a little asteroidy type place. That's where he wanted to go to. So
high
bolt
scum
hole,
maybe. Fantastic. Well, it is my very fond hope we shall meet you again.
Indeed.
But it will be more than 5 days, 1 hour and 37 minutes from now. So
Oh, how very accurate.
I can give you a minimum.
Oh, okay.
I can't guarantee a maximum, but yes.
Hopefully I'll see you then.
Well, absolutely.
I hope so too.
You seem honestly way more delightful than we expected or deserve.
I kind of expected you to betray us and do something horrible.
I would never.
As we've learned.
I've learned. I know that
mean,
now.
Insight.
But the amount of times that
14.
this has happened.
She wouldn't. I mean, if it wasn't for you having old Coxie here, I assumed you'd be here to rob me. And the book assumes for some weird reaon, but
Fine. Perfect. Right, well.
There's a level of sociopath they're assuming
Yeah.
in this book.
They've had a lot of adventures.
like they've given me a map and the whole tower structure and the whole robot defense system.
She doesn't have. She's not a wizard, really. She is, but like not on a scale that she would
Yeah.
have like valuable shit.
Yeah.
What? There's some real weirdos out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And she,
And she will happily give you the map.
she's
I don't
actually
know-
just lovely.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
A lovely little.
I suppose
Stop
after
on
I'll
the
bring
way.
you a small presentation basket of gifts next time we're here. Right. Ta-ta.
Yeah.
Save the world, etc.
Good luck in whatever that. Good luck, Crux. Top up.
If you can look upon other star systems, can you see where the captain is right now?
I can't see that clearly. I can see its rough position relative to other stars and the
Are
kind
you
of
seeing it with time displacement of light travel? Or is this a magical telescope?
What? Magical? What's the other way you
Well,
described?
when you look at light coming from a distant system through a conventional telescope, it takes light time to travel.
Does it?
Yes.
I always assumed it would be here instantaneously. Well, I just navigate the rough position of the stars and work out the relative positions between them and provide you a chart to go through them. I don't. Nothing to do with distance and time. Light takes time to get here. That's interesting. The old scholars at Torra would certainly like to hear about that.
Lutheran University.
Yes, yes.
Pride of.
Ah, you have some very interesting science here.
Yes.
Okay.
I think you might have just blown her mind.
This is.
We really need to sit down and have a chat one of these
I'm a
days.
mage. We use magic to create artifice and runes and
Okay.
yeah.
I don't do that kind of thing.
You
I have
the whole
strings.
astrology works on thought and intent.
Yeah, oh yes.
I'm an MD, not a PhD, you know.
Oh,
I could
okay.
have got it wrong. Right, shall we?
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Tops 1, right?
Pops. Oh
Your-
yes.
Cool, thank you.
Okay.
To the doom
To the
space.
doom space.
How long will it take to get there?
It will take you about an hour from where you are right now to the place within this system that you need to get to, and then a few hours worth of travel.
Okay, so we can get there. The day it will have ticked over into like 4 days something, but not.
Yeah.
We're not losing much time. Okay, then with all post haste.
Yes, fast as we can.
Cool. And conscious of the time, you successfully travel to Doom Space. You have arrived. As we get there, you collapse to the ground.
Lovely.
At the heart of this system, there is, for all intents and purposes, a void in space. And as that happens, you also lose consciousness.
Cool. So I think first Goon, and Rune goes, Goon! Dunk.
So I think Ido has been monitoring their vitals, so to speak, for hours and hours at this point, and had big pillow ready for Goon to go. Just and like. Hang on,
So
let's do the deck save. Oh yeah, and slides like a tarpaulin crash mat under Goon. And is celebrating. Ha! I'm so good at my bang job.
I think technically it's also a double failure because he's in the power armor. He doesn't fall over. He just slumps over at the controls.
And you don't fall over, and then you do.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad that only you saw this, Faxus.
I'm also imagining that he hits the controls and it very slowly just tilts.
Just at the waist like a Lego man.
But doesn't tip over.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh no.
He's going to wake up with a bit of a painful back, but otherwise fine.
We'll get a winch and just sort of gradually tow you back into upright.
Winch. Pax will just pick you up and place you on your back like a turtle. Your legs will be pointing up.
You're still giant at this point, I'll point out, because if it was 90 minutes and an hour...
Yo.
So I can't work out because there isn't enough space for me. So I'm just sat in the corner doing not much.
Couldn't you be hanging?
Actually, no, sorry, I'm air chairing.
Couldn't you be hanging off the edge, just doing pull-ups? Although
If it was the whole ship Venus like this...
I'll be hanging off the backs of doing pull-ups. So it's like a speedboat going over waves.
The tree, for the first time in its existence, has to go, could you move out of the way? I can't see the road.
I would ask the tree permission to do any of the exercises I would like to do, and if he says no, I will not. I will just stand there in air chair.
What's in the place, Rich? Oh no, these guys.
These guys.
I forgot.
We'll get to what you see next week.
Oh no.
Your vision flickers,
Yep.
as if reality itself is struggling to render around you. You wake up to arms that are not your own, and as Rune's consciousness fades and your awareness, Brad, returns. A sickly green glow seeps into everything. Shadows stretch unnaturally, and the edges of objects blur, and the world itself feels wrong. Somewhere in the distance, you hear typing. And you see...
Oh.
It's going to hit your Brad. Oh no.
Oh no.
And that is what we'll end it tonight.
Is that a mortal looking? Or is that like a precursor looking? Or
That is looking human looking, our world looking.
like our world human looking?
Have you just taken a photo of the IBM offices at night?
No, I have not.
There is a spot that would be pretty close to this, though.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the museum. I'm honest.
Hang on, so Brad wakes up.
Brad wakes up.
Yeah.
Was Brad the mysterious man?
I
No.
don't think so.
Well, this is going to get weird.
Yeah, maybe the IBM office is in 1970.
And as Brad sees that, your Ori will immediately turn itself on. You get the system of Doomspace, and you'll also get the location of the confinement,
Which is near the hole?
which is a couple of hours away from where you're at.
Okay.
handy.
Handy dandy.